Hey guys, so here's a look at the first attempt that I will be doing for my Halloween series. So let's go ahead and get straight to it so you can see how I made this polymer clay ghost with a cute little ghost face attached. I think he's so adorable. So let me just stop talking so we can go ahead and we can get started with this first attempt. So for this first attempt, I used white and black polymer clay. I pretty much softened up the white and then I tried to roll it into a little ball, but for some reason it just wasn't working for me. So I rolled it into a little ball a couple of times and then I just kind of peeled the one end down and curled it so it looked more like the floating ghost, kind of like what you would see in the movie Casper from back, I think it was back in the 90s. So I just wanted to have that like curling end to make it look more like a floating ghost and make it look cute. So I just kind of shaped with it for a little bit until I got it to where I was pretty much happy with it. And then I pulled out one of my tools to help me attach the eyes a little bit better later on. And I cleaned my white polymer clay. I have a big issue with white polymer clay. For some reason, I can't keep it cleaned. I don't know if it's how I'm storing it or if it's just how I work with it. I just have a problem keeping it clean. I did find, though, that with cleaning it with the nail polish before baking it, it did work a lot better for me, and the nail polish gets it pretty clean. So I'm pretty happy about that, and the nail polish is a good substitute until I actually remember to pick up my stinking rubbing alcohol, because I can never remember that. So pretty much once I got it clean, I just took the black and made itty bitty little balls for the eyes, and I used my tool to attach it. I did have a little bit of issues, but I kind of wanted to flatten it down to give it kind of like a goofy looking face in the meantime. So then I just made a second ball, which actually turned out to be bigger than the first one, but I didn't really fix it because I thought that would kind of add to the whole cute goofy factor of it. And then I just took a little bit and I made a little snake for its little itty bitty mouth. I did have to cut it down a few times until I got it like to the length where I wanted it because I had some issues. So I did this whole face entirely with polymer clay just because I thought it would be super cute and a great idea. So then I went back through and I cleaned it again just to make sure that I got all of my fingerprints off and I got as much dirt off as I could for making this little creation. And I did have to like rub some of the smudges that I had on the eyes from the tools from applying them. So I home make my eye pins for my polymer clay creations. If you ever want to see how I do that, just let me know. So I did have to cut my eye pin down that I homemade just to make it fit so that it wouldn't get in there too much. And then I just tried to like clean it a little bit more to rub that in. So now it's been baked in the oven and I'm just going to add my Sculpey gloss covering, and I'm going to use my little, homemade paperclip hanger to sit there and hang it to dry so it's not laying on anything. And then I'm going to use my needle nose pliers to hold it into place while I glaze my lovely creation. I put my creation in the oven for 15 minutes at 275 degrees. Obviously, you want to go by whatever the instructions are for your polymer clay that you're using. Mine just says 275 for 15 minutes and then, bake it off and on according to that. So I put my first coat on and you can see how it looks with the first coat, and then I let it dry before adding the final coat, and you now get my final creation, how it looks in the end, whatever you want to call it. So here's how that looks. I think it turned out pretty good. I still have some specks in it that you really can't see all that well, but I think it turned out really cute and I liked how my ghost turned out. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can see all of my Halloween polymer clay creations that I will be putting up throughout the month. And also make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like my first attempt series, and leave a comment down below if you have anything you want me to try for the first time, whether it be polymer clay, perlers, whatever you want. And of course, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like me on Facebook so you can see all the fun stuff that I'm doing in between videos. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.